Hi everyone. Tonight's video is going to be about the latest paper pumpkin that just came out. Um, this is the one for May that you needed to have been subscribed and paid for by May 10th. This one, I haven't even opened it yet, so we'll get started. There's the stamps. This one is called The Best There Is. The Best There Is. So, where's that at? There's we got Misty Moonlight for the color for the stamp. And then here is the product. Make sure there's nothing more in there. Nope. So we'll get started with that. Might need to grab a pair of scissors so I can get it cut open. Looks like we have a nice wood grain pattern for this one. It is more for your masculine cards. I believe, yeah, there is a Happy Father's Day stamp. So there's that. That's nice. Comes with pretty much a full sheet of the dimensionals. And then there's the little pop dots. The envelopes look really nice. They're all that wood grain pattern, which is really nice. Here's a background. Another, it looks like the wood grain. Kind of looks like it's been etched. There's a card base. It's standard, kind of a tan color. There's some more items for it. This one, here's another card base, and it has a nice little pattern on the front. Oh, here's a background set. I like that. There's a nice DSP that's got a lot of these wood grain patterns, and I will link the number for that DSP. It might be on no inventory right now, but I think it's going to be in inventory really soon. So, and here's some more pop outs in that pattern. Here's, oh, I like this card base. Another, it's like got a painted blue pattern. Then we have some more pop outs for the decorations. Then we have, this is so you can see what the stamps look like. So we have Happy Father's Day, You're the Best There Is, With Love and Admiration to the Most Amazing Person. And we have some trees and then some leaves that you can stamp and place. And then here are the instructions. So there's the cards that you can make. And then I like this, that you can stamp the tree on the envelopes. But some very nice cards. And this card kit contains the supplies to make 9 cards with 9 envelopes. The coordinating colors are Basic Beige, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Misty Moonlight, Pool Party, and Wild Wheat. And then again, this stamp set will work with coordinating die set that you could get. As you can see, there's the die set that would match that. So let's get started and make one of the cards from it. Like, which one did I really... Actually kind of like, I like this blue base. So we'll go ahead and make that one. Okay, I got my Stampin' Block and get my stamps. Gonna need You're the Best There Is. So we'll get that one off of there. Oh, it looks like we're also gonna need that little bit of tree. Okay, and we're gonna stamp You're the Best There Is onto this pocket-looking die cut. we'll put that one over there. We'll need the background. Get those out of the way since we don't need those. Get that up there. We are going to need the blue die cut here. Pop that out of there. Love it when everything wants to, it's probably not helping that I'm trying to pop out two of them at the same time. So let's try this again. There we go. That little leaf just did not want to let go. There we go. Yeah, helped when I was only trying to grab one at a time instead of several of them. Okay, now it looks like we're supposed to stamp that across those leaves a little bit, so I'll have to kind of figure that out. Okay. Let me get the sentiment stamped on there. Get the stamp pack cut open. And if you have these colors in the big stamp pads, you really don't need to cut these open. Just showing that if you've got nothing else, you can start with these and you don't need anything else. You're ready to go. So I like to open these and use them and then pass them on to somebody else who might not have ink pads yet. These little stamping spots are nice to have, and they're nice to carry around and have on hand just if you need. If you've don't have a lot of space and maybe your little travel bag, so you just want to keep little stamping spots in there. They're great for that. I do have a little traveling craft kit, and so it's nice to have these in there as well. Okay, so we want to stamp this with the pocket facing down. There we go. Grab a little baby wipe to clean the stamp off. So I can get it ready for the other stamp. Okay, so set that out of the way. There it is. Okay, so I'm guessing it's just kind of stamping it on the leaves. It's kind of hard to tell because it's blue on blue, so I guess it's just maybe adding a little bit of dimension to these leaves, giving them a little bit of texture. Yeah, I'll bet you that's all it is. It's just adding a little bit of texture to those leaves. So you kind of just want to stamp them as you can. couple more, and then I'll be good. And it looks like we'll be using dimensionals to add all of these to the card base. Okay, get that set aside, and like I said, we're going to need the dots. Okay, we'll need dimensionals and dots. So I'll get these all out here. And just to be sure so that I don't accidentally get that on anything, I'll go ahead and wipe that off of there. Don't want that to get on my background. Okay, so we've got this that requires the dimensionals. Okay. And I like to put these more in the middle, just kind of give it a little bit of a cushion base. Get those three added, and then get the little dots added to the back of this. Okay. Now we'll take the card, fold it in half. Okay, it looks like this. Go ahead and put this one on first, the background. Center it on there. Okay, and then we'll put the little leaves, little sprigs. Kind of here, so they're just hanging off of there. And then the sentiment. Looks like this is just kind of squared along the top of that. And there you go. Pretty quick card. You're the best there is. You can write your sentiment inside. And then to keep the flow going, we'll add the actual trees to the envelope as well. I like that. I like adding those trees to that. And I forgot to do this with the little dotted pattern. Misty blue is one of my favorite favorite colors. One of my favorite blues. Just has a really that denim blue color. I really like it. And I'm gonna need to make sure that I get a little bit better background so it'll push all the way. But another thing that maybe would help with that is if you have one of the stamping platforms, and if you need to redo it again, you can press it again. But it does help if you have a little bit of a spongy, especially with these this polymer stamps. They just need a little bit of a sponge pressure behind them to get them all the way. So there we go. We have our first card done, and that was really quick. And you can send this, just anybody, let them know that, you know, you're thinking of them and that they just need a little bit of cheering up. You could do that. Let's see. And for Happy Father's Day, we will go ahead and make the Father's Day one. I'm going to go ahead and get my pad out so that I can use it. Get a little bit more even pressure behind those stamps. Okay, get that stamp cleaned off. Well, you know what, while I still have it, I'm going to go ahead and stamp another envelope. Get that really good so that you can see that the pressure to apply when you use the foam backing, it helps a little bit. Gives them a little bit more of an even pressure. There, see, that's what I like about and this is just one of those when people used to use the pins to poke the holes and make the patterns. That's what this is from. So, but it does help a lot. Okay, we'll go ahead and get that all cleaned off. If you don't have a stamp cleaning pad on hand or a chamois or anything like that, baby wipes do the work just fine. Get your stamps cleaned off just fine. So they're good to take with you when you're crafting on the go. And that's something else that I have in my little traveling craft bag. Okay, this one is for the Happy Father's Day. So we'll go ahead and get that on there. And sometimes if a stamp gets crooked, you can always just kind of just lay it out, let it just kind of naturally make its shape, and then just put it on your stamp. That way it's always going to be straight and look right. Okay, so for this one we need the Happy Father's Day. We need the Pop Out of the Trees. Okay, we will need, what else do we need from over here? This one is going to need that beige card base. So we've got that. It's going to need where did I put all my backgrounds at? Right up there. Okay. It's got that nice patterned wood paper. Okay. Gonna need that. It looks like we're going to be using the stamp pad to go around the edges. And it looks like that's all we're going to need. And then the dimensionals and the dots. Okay, and it looks like here we're going to use 2 dimensionals and 1 dot because it's going to be going off the side, so that it will balance it out. Okay, so let's go ahead and get Happy Father's Day stamped on. I guess we did need that banner pop out. Get the Happy Father's Day stamped on the banner. Okay. Oh, don't forget to rub it. And the rubbing, it just gets the oils off of the stamp from when it's processed and made in the plant. There, yeah, see, it makes the ink stick pretty good. And I always do like to just test it out on just a straight piece of paper that I have over here, just to make sure. Okay. So get that lined up in the center. There you go. Doesn't look like I need to stamp anything more, so I'll just get that back on the sheet. Get that over there. Okay, and then this piece right here, it looks to me like it's just, like I said, it's just going around the edges. Just edging it like that. You can just make the pattern as you want, and you can even get ink on your finger. There. Just adds a little bit of character to it. So then, get all of our papers. Okay. Now we're going to need the dimensionals on the circle. And the dimensionals, we're going to put 2 dimensionals and then 1 pop dot. So, like that. Okay, so that's all we need for those. And then we need the pop dots, so that you can kind of see what I'm looking at here. I'm going to be putting 1 little pop dot right there on the corner, on the edge, and this one, okay. Looks like I'll need the dots to go on the bottom of that, so I wanted to be sure that I had the right way up there. Okay, and then all we need on the back of this is just these little dots. And we're going to need 6 of them. I didn't want to let go of my thumb. Neither does that one. Sometimes my thumb gets a good hold on them. Okay. So now we'll take our card. And this one is going to be going up like this. So, and it's showing that the pattern is going that way. You can do whichever way you'd like. Okay, got all those. pattern and just go ahead and get it nice and centered. Okay. And then we're going to take, guess that this is going to go into this. Okay, but I want to be sure I have this the right way. I'll go ahead and get this put on there first. Okay, and this is just over here on the side. Okay, go ahead and add this to the blue part. And it looks like it's just the bottom part of it is on there. So add it like that. Okay. And see, and this is where this is gonna, it's kind of hard to tell, but see how it's all gonna lay flat. So that's why you wanted to be sure that this piece was on this side, so it'll attach to that, since this is already popped up. So there you go. So see, it all kind of makes it more level. And there you go. You got a nice Happy Father's Day card. Very simple. And then the last one I'm going to make, this one is going to be that dark brown wood pattern. Okay, and it's going to need this sentiment. There we go. Okay, this one is going to need the light brown and then that aqua color. Make sure I've only got one. Don't want to try popping out 2 or 3 of them again at the same time. That didn't seem to work very well. They are laser cut, so they are pretty intricate. But it's nice. I like that the color goes all the way. They don't have that sticker effect because the color goes all the way through. I do like that. Okay, and then we also need this aqua color. It's easier, I'm turning it over because it is easier for me to see from the back what's all popped out and if there's anything that's just trying to stick to the base. There we go. That one is all done. Okay. And we will need this shape. Okay. So we just need the stamps and the shape. Okay. Go ahead and get my sentiment inked up. I do like this sentiment. With love and admiration to the most amazing person. Yeah, I do like that sentiment. That's very nice. Could even do this for a graduation card. Somebody's just graduating, college, high school. You know, they worked really hard. Deserve to have people know that they've noticed the work they've done. Get that stamp there in the middle. Okay. This is a nice set. It is great for Father's Day, but I think it would work for any kind of anything that you need, what you want people to know that you're acknowledging their hard work. Okay, so now we'll take this, fold it in half. We're going to need the dots on the two little sprigs. And like I said, I will remember to put that DSP. It's a very nice DSP. I'll be glad when it comes back into stock. People are loving it for any ocean photos, vacation photos, and that they have. They're using it on that a lot. It is really nice, and then it is a masculine pattern too. Okay, so then we're going to take these. We're going to put the first sprig. Sometimes my fingernails can get them, sometimes my fingernails can't. Okay, and you can just put that in the middle. Okay, and then we'll put the other one on top of it. And you just center the dots. That makes that easy. And then you take your sentiment. And you center that in the pattern on the card. And there you go. So there we made all 3 cards. And that didn't take much time at all. So I hope you enjoyed this paper pumpkin box. And the next one is more vibrant. It's more for your fall colors. It has some oranges in it. So I'm looking forward to seeing what it looks like. If you're wanting to get in on the paper pumpkin, I will leave a link in the comments on how to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. If you want the paper pumpkin for that month, you have to subscribe by the 10th of the month. So if you subscribe now, you'll be on the list for next month's paper pumpkin. But thank you for sticking with me today. I enjoyed having you here. Bye-bye.